Okay, we have a short film, Schwartzy. We have the director, Aleks.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming.
Did we get a couple people you want to
can I actually bring up my co-producers and the makeup artist and the actor and star of Schwartzy, Keenan Tamblyn and Chloe Brett. Give them a hand. First I want to say thank you. I'm so sorry I interrupted you. I feel like I just took the fucking stage. Sorry guys. I really just wanted to say that this movie was. This is my mom. She's also a star in the movie. I was gonna say thank you for my mom, but she obviously came down. This movie.
Alex's mom, ladies and gentlemen.
So now you know what my family is like, and you're going to see a very accurate representation in this short film. Sorry, go ahead.
No, this is really
and I just wanted to say that this film was just made out of pure love. These two guys really did everything they could to help me and to help each other make a really weird, crazy short, and it took, a really long time to finish, but it was really worth it, and it's really worth bringing it to this festival because this is the perfect audience for it. And I'm gonna pass it over to Keenan to just say some things.
We shot this 2.5 years ago at Alex's house in the middle of the winter. It was a really weird experience, to say the least, but I'm really happy that both you guys were there to make me feel less nervous. I do a lot of gross things on screen that yeah, it's gonna be weird seeing so many people watching me so big. This is the first for me, so yeah.
This is also the first time Keenan will ever see it, so he's with you guys.
Yes.
Chloe, do you want to say something?
Yes, I guess. They prepared. I did not prepare. Yeah, this whole thing started out of a really stupid birthday present that I made for Keenan 3 years ago. And I'm not going to say anything about it because I don't want to spoil anything, but this is my third time at After Dark, but it's my first time being more in a production role and not just doing makeup, so I hope you guys like it. It's really gross and dark. I think it was just supposed to be funny, but it didn't. It's horrifying. So I hope you like it.
It's gross.
It's gross.
Thank you so much, guys.
Give it up, guys. Okay, on to the feature film. I'm absolutely thrilled that we're having the Lowlife at Toronto Dark this year. I actually learned about this film from our friends at Fantasia. Mitch Davis raved about this film on his Facebook page, and immediately I was like, okay, Mitch's stamp of approval, gotta find out, and here we are. We actually have Ryan Prows is here today, and I'm thrilled that he's here to join us. Please, Ryan, come on up.
Thank you. Brought my boys with me. Here we go.
Welcome, Ryan.
Thank you.
Welcome, Toronto Dark.
Yeah.
Sorry. Throw me out of the way. Come on now.
Come on. All right. Yeah, this is incredible. Number one, I've never been to Toronto. The Six, as I've heard it's called, and you guys I've heard you love that. So, thank you for having us out for this. And yeah, man, this is gonna be something special. And we brought the boys with us. Oh, and I brought the belt with me. I feel like we've claimed it already. Pretty sort of like a pre-claim. So yeah, just enjoy. And if you don't like the film, we'll be here for a Q&A afterwards to talk about it. If you do like the film, we will as well. But if you don't, we're here to fight your ass. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's go. Thank you very much, man.
Amazing. Okay, usually I start off with a couple of questions myself. For those who don't know, this is Ryan's feature film debut. So it's one hell of a film. One hell of a film.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can you just tell me, the audience, a little bit, like, where did you come up with this film? Like, how did the process go?
We had to wrangle this motherfucker to the ground. Tim and I, and Miranda as well, we all met at school. Not Derek. Derek's the only one that didn't. We all met at grad school together with the rest of the writers and a lot of the production team. And we initially, the idea was like to do a crime anthology film. So there were 5 writers, lots of writers. And we all had little bits and pieces or characters or sketches that we wanted to all kind of throw into the film. So we kind of treated it like almost like a TV writer's room. We broke story together, we kind of broke apart, wrote our separate pieces, and then when we came back together, it was like, oh, this would be a lot cooler as like an individual, piece, and stuff starts overlapping and characters and everything. So, I don't know, from there it just kind of, like, how can we make you like a swastika face? I don't know. And that was kind of figuring that out.
And then talk about some of the, the characters that you came up with this film, and also the casting process. Because one thing I really love about the film is that you've got Mark Burnham. We had him back in 2012 for Wrong.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal actor,
and Wrong Cops.
Yeah.
He's the lead in that, the same cop.
Yeah.
That's what I saw him in. And I don't know. He came in just on an audition and like didn't give a fuck, and I was like, oh, Teddy, there we go. And no, I loved him in that, and we were kind of talking, and he like built that character, really from the ground up. It was weird because we shot kind of beginning of 2016, so it was before like Trump, took office, and but somehow he tapped into like some weird. He got the fucking Trump haircut, which was just hysterical. Like he told me he was gonna get a haircut, and I was like, and he was kind of explaining it. And I was like, don't do the Hitler, fucking Nazi cut thing or whatever. And he was like, no, I just want to shade it a little bit up. But anyways, he comes back and it looks like a dead rat on his head, so it was incredible. So I don't know, he just like got the character.
I just forgot the orange tan would have been.
Yeah, we weren't that into it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sure Trump vapes. I mean, there's no fucking way he doesn't vape. No offense to vapors.
Well, open up to the floor. I'm sure you got a lot of questions for Ryan. I can't really. Anybody in the back? I'm starting with the back first. Go ahead.
Right there.
Go ahead.
Where did you find the actors? They were amazing.
Yeah, man. So I did with a couple of teammates. We did our short out of school with Nikki Michaud, who plays Crystal, and she's like we always joke, she can like put tears up and down her cheek on command. It's crazy. She's like, do you want the left or the right? You want me to fucking circle it around and shit? So that was like, so we really, she was kind of the start of like, we built that character for her, and then we started building everything around her. Johnny, John Oswald, who plays Randy, Swastika Face, he's childhood friends with one of the writers as well. An exec producer, and we were doing like sketch comedy stuff like right out of school, and we did like a web series as well, and Johnny was like a big part of all that stuff. And yeah, I don't know, it's like we kind of Shay is one of the writers as well, who played Keith, Randy's buddy, and yeah, we kind of just all a lot of people that he taught me how to love, and I taught him how to act, or I don't know, something like that. But like we all kind of like lucked into just these incredible characters, and it was really heartening. Like when we were starting on it, the script read crazier than the movie, obviously, if you can imagine that. So like everybody was down to like actually like commit to it and find like I don't know the truth in it. So it was like really really dope to kind of watch come to life. That's a cool question.
Thank you. You're right there.
Which of the writers was into luchador? Because some of that shit, I was like,
the two of us actually. Yeah.
We're the wrestling fans.
Yeah, we're the wrestling nerds, and sure to be proven, motherfucking Ric Flair in this piece. Yeah, it was like the El Santo stuff, the Blue Demon stuff, and Tim and I were kind of like, you know, always just talking about like, if like, because those movies are, you know, a guy in like a luchador in like a suit and he's eating a steak or whatever, and then he goes and fights like the Mummy or like the Wolfman or so. They're fucking hysterical. They're so good.
Like superhero movies.
Yeah,
That's
like
horror movies.
exploitation superhero horror movies from the 60s and 70s. So if we could put that in a movie with a swastika face and like a recovering addict and like somehow make that work, but that was like the fun and ground that and make that hopefully feel realistic. That was like hysterical to us and like we thought it'd be really fun. So but yeah, lucha shit is incredible. Those movies, if you never check them out, I think a lot of them are online. Like they're really worth your time.
Thank you. Right over there.
The accountant was one of the more moral. Like he was on the good side of morality.
Was he? He went legit. Oh, yeah.
Do you have anything against accountants? Like,
Always. Look at me. What the fuck? Of course I don't. No, they do their job. There's a place for accountants in this world. Are you an accountant? What's the question?
I'm not an accountant, but
Okay,
I'm
good.
in accounting.
Oh shit. Wow.
He was a dirty accountant in fairness.
He was. But I mean, they all had bad parts about them, but he's the only one to die.
They all had human parts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, fuck accountants. Fuck them. And if you're an accountant or you vape, I apologize.
Right on the front here.
With all the writers, I'm sure you had lots of ideas. Is there
Too many.
Yeah. What are some or one your favorite one that kind of didn't make it in, or the storyline that didn't make it in?
Well, yeah, Tim had hit. Well, Tim and Shay, who wrote a lot on the Swastika Face stuff, they, Swastika Face's backstory, we went back and forth on if we were gonna do that or not, and like we had, it went really far for a while, and there was a while where it was like, whatever, so we just,
It's good that we didn't.
yeah, I like the fact that we didn't, but that was also a big part of it. We also had like, the thing I kind of miss is like, we shot it and it just didn't really work and it kind of dragged stuff down, but like, there's a part in there where we catch back up with the ICE agent Fowler, and he kind of runs back into the guys as they're kidnapping Kaylee, so I kind of liked that, but like it also was like, it was really interesting to, like, as we were shooting it, it was like trying to, really find the tone and balance, like, sometimes we go too far on stuff, sometimes it wouldn't be far enough or whatever, so like there were just things that just kind of had to get lost as we were shooting, but like there was some, I don't know. What's that? Oh, yeah.
One thing we changed in the process was Ricardo, who played El Monstro, came in and he killed the audition. He did a cold audition and we loved him. We knew that was the guy we wanted to
Came in
cast.
in a suit.
Came in a suit, knew that entire full monologue off book,
Yeah.
destroyed it. We thought maybe he actually was a luchador. We didn't even know.
Tell the rest of that though. What we found out later.
Yeah, so we found out with him that he actually kind of is the character. Not until we cast him we found this out, but it turns out his brother is a former Mr. Mexico. He's a former Mr. Mexico for bodybuilding, and his father was a former Mr. Mexico for bodybuilding. So we were like, oh, okay, so you are him. Okay, great. So we knew we wanted him, but originally the character was written as a big guy. Like, he was just as big as his father was. So physically big, and Ricardo was a shorter dude, so we went back and rewrote the character.
But still
actually, for him, big is in a bodybuilder, but fairly short in height.
Hearted.
So we revamped the character and made him have a chip on his shoulder because he wasn't as big as his father, and I think it actually worked out better for the
And
character.
then,
So.
yeah, that's like a cool point of like, it really was like, this was such a small movie and we all, love each other still, so that's a testament to like, we fucking came out of it, but like, it was like, there's a lot of shit that like wouldn't work or we couldn't get in on the day or whatever it was, and there were 5 writers, and
Let's fix that.
and it was creative where it was like, like to me that's kind of what indie filmmaking should be, is like turn that into like a boon, and there was so many things that kind of went wrong that we just like shifted and it made it better. We lost our main hotel location, like the Friday before we were supposed to start production, shooting Monday for a week at the hotel, and we ended up with this one that we kind of shot at before, but we didn't really shoot it in that capacity or whatever, but it ended up way better. So I don't know, it was just like, there's a lot of stuff that worked out well, but then there's also stuff that like we fixed for the better, I think. So, you know.
Time for a couple more questions. Right over there.
How long was the total shoot?
It was 18 days, it was like 15 and 2. So 18 days. Thank you.
Right there.
I don't think it's a small movie. It's great. What's next?
Oh, I'm not downing it. I mean, fuck.
What's next?
We always kind of jokingly refer to our working model, the Tom Fondle gang, or like we all write together, and we use the Wu-Tang model of we write together, we write separately, we do our own stuff as well. So the big thing right now that we're working on is a project together that's, I don't know, like we're close to like getting going on it. So I'm super excited. It's kind of like, it's a bigger, wilder movie than this, with more heart.
Darker.
And darker, but also lightness. No, I don't know. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fucking incredible. So, yeah, there will be more blood. And then, yeah, I don't know. We all have kind of individual stuff going, but I'm really excited that, you know, like again, that we're sticking together and we're gonna like do the next thing. So.
After Lily, sure, you guys come to the pub after dark? You guys
Of course.
have some more questions?
Again,
Involving
have you seen
alcoholic
me?
questions. Yes, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.